What if I told you that a man can have an even better orgasm and a better sex life and more stamina without actually ejaculating? Let's talk about why. Hey, it's Free, and welcome to this video blog episode of the Soul Growth and Sexucation series. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be the first part of a mini series talking about the vitality of semen. And yes, I talked about, yes, we need to preserve that. And there are ways to have really bigger, greater, better orgasms without ejaculating, and why you would want to do that. So this mini part series is going to try to squeeze thousands of years of information, knowledge, and wisdom into bite-sized pieces that are palatable and understandable for you. So please rock with me, flow with me, stay with me, be with me. I have a lot of things I want to talk about, so without further ado, let's talk about it. Ancient Ayurveda practice, which is almost like a medical science field, where they studied the body, they studied how the body works, how the body functions for 5,000 plus years. You know, you have the Taoists, you have the Tantra. These people took a lot of time, energy, and effort to truly study sex, to study the body, to study how the body works, to study how to increase longevity in your life, how to keep vitality, energy, spunk, swag, whatever you want to call it. They have worked hard to understand what creates this within us as people. And even though I'm not a man, I have grown to understand a large percentage of what it is that they have learned and tried to pass on to us. And this is stuff that Western medicine doesn't even touch the surface on, and they actually tell you to do the opposite of it, which makes no sense to me, but I'm not going to get too deep into that. I just want to get into what I want to talk about. So, did you know that semen has nutrients? It's very nutrient dense. It has zinc, protein, B vitamins, C vitamins, potassium, magnesium. The list goes on and on. And Western medicine will try to tell you that it has it in minuscule amounts, but it's not even the fact that it is full of nutrients, because what it is, what's more powerful, is the energy that it holds. And many people don't really seem to grasp this concept. The energy of the seminal fluid and the semen, the seminal fluid and the sperm is so intense that it creates life. It has the power to generate and create life. It has the power to create a big bang of creation and create life. We don't have anything else that can do that, and I cannot express or stress that enough. This fluid is very alkaline and very powerful once you learn how to recirculate it through the man's body. So I want to talk about that in this series, and I really want you to understand that it's imperative for you to watch all pieces of this series to kind of get a better understanding. And I will also be providing resources. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I know I throw that in there randomly all the time, but that's good because that's going to get your attention, making sure you're paying attention. But the message of this video is so important, and I really want you to share it if you think that it makes sense, if it flows with you, if it resonates with you. So let's talk about it. It takes at least 28 days for a man's body to generate a proper amount of seminal fluid. 28 days. And that will vary depending on the man's age, how often he has sex, and things like that. But as long as he's not releasing it, it can continue to build and grow. The longer you let it grow, the stronger you make it, more powerful it becomes, the more intense it becomes. But see, the thing is, I am not a proponent for not having sex. I want you to have sex. I want you to have an enjoyable sex life, but I want you to have an even better sex life. And so what the Tao and the Tantrikas and the Ayurveda understood was that it takes a lot of work for your body to generate seminal fluid, which means that it is like super concentrated life force. So there have even been comparisons of one drop of seminal fluid to 40 drops of blood. That's the power of it. It's super duper concentrated. They believed that it would go from, from blood to fat to muscle to bone marrow to semen. So that's the trail in which it follows, and how you have to concentrate it to get to the point of semen. And it's got some pretty powerful DNA within it. Understanding this, and understanding that, think about your life as a million-piece puzzle, and each of those pieces are worth a minute. So it is basically said that each time a man ejaculates, he loses one of those pieces of that life force. So he cuts his life down by a minute, another minute, another minute, another minute. So understanding that, and understanding that there is a way, because once they understood that, they stepped into, well, how can we better this? How can we not release this energy? How can we not drain ourselves, but still enjoy the experience of sex? So they learned how to have a full body orgasm. They learned how to shift gears and not focus solely on having sex to ejaculate, but having sex for the experience, not the destination, but the journey. They learned how to relax the body so that you're not focused on ejaculating, you're focused on having a full body orgasm. When you tense up the body, it's almost like you constrict that orgasm to being just in one centralized location. But if you relax the body, it's a full body experience that can last minutes and minutes and minutes. And I feel like that's what men are really looking for deep down inside. That's really what they're looking for. They don't even recognize it. They don't even know it. So in my next video, I want to talk about the benefits of not releasing. This first video, I really wanted to touch on what it is, like the vitality of it, why I call this the vitality of semen, why I want you to understand this is your life force, man. This is what makes you thrive. This is what gives you testosterone. This is what gives you power, strength, endurance, confidence, swag, courage. All of that is within that fluid. And without it, I'm not saying you're going to die or anything. No, not at all. But you could be a better version of yourself with it. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next topic is going to talk about all of the benefits and why I'm saying understanding the vitality, understanding the power, understanding why we have to preserve this energy if we want to live longer. Nothing but love to all of you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Stay tuned.